Bluff City Media presents the No Bluffing podcast. Stepping up to the microphone are your hosts, Christian Ingram and Evan Hayes. Now, let's get to the show.
Grizz Nation, what's going on? I'm Chris Ingram.
And I'm Evan Hayes.
And in the middle, we got my guy, Anthony Sain, man. Welcome to the No Bluffin podcast, where we keep it all the way real, all the way raw, and all the way honest about everything Grizzlies. This is a special edition. This is a No Bluffin / After Hours crossover. We don't get too crazy like we normally do on After Hours. We're going to give it to y'all late and raw, fresh after a win tonight. You will be seeing this on YouTube tomorrow, Monday, today, as y'all are watching this, playing it back on YouTube. So just switching it up, man. Y'all know we be trying to do something a little different here and there. But we saw it wasn't no post-game space. Shout out to EJ and Spaces Grizzlies. We saw my boy Daniel Greer and Nathan Qualls. They wasn't on tonight as well for the post-game show. So we was recording. We said, man, might well go live. I know Sain had some shit to get off his chest. I know I had something to get off mine. I know Evan did too. So we just giving y'all something to kind of peep into tonight, late at night. So that's really all we on, for the night, man. Before y'all do anything, make sure y'all give our main page a follow on Twitter /X, as well as all of our personal channels that y'all see in the description. Go ahead and tap in and follow us on there too. But yeah, man. Sain, appreciate you jumping in with us, my guy. How you feeling, man?
I'm up here. My eyes probably look distracted, man. I'm over here on this 2K right quick. You know what I'm saying? While we doing this, playing with the city uniform, Johnson. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing to it but to do it, my guy. Evan, tell me something good, man. How was your week, brother?
Hey, it was smooth. Just another day, another dollar. Even though I ain't getting no money right now. I was pretty smooth week. Just pretty smooth week.
Crazy.
Just getting work done. T-minus 20 some days to graduation, so that's all I'm worried about right now. Y'all just told me some good news. 2K and Madden is 50% off on Xbox right now. So after the show go off,
jump on.
That's exactly what I'm finna do, because I've been penny pitching to buy these games, so I got it now. So smooth little week, bro. Can't complain too much, man. How about you? How was your week?
Man, my week was ass, bro. I got
straight up.
I got 3 teeth pulled up out my mouth. I was expecting only to do 1, but it is what it is. I needed to get these other 2 wisdom teeth pulled, so it was kind of funny, bro. I posted about me, and I think I seen maybe about 3-4 other people in Grizz Twitter got their teeth pulled the same day. I said, "Damn, this National Teeth Pulling Day, ain't it?"
Something like
that's
that.
Crazy. But yeah, man. So if y'all see me over here looking kind of funny in the mouth and the face, man, that's what it is. I couldn't get no haircut, so you see me scruffy. I ain't putting no pressure on my jaws. You can check me, do what you gotta do. I don't give a damn. I get back on your head too. So
you see me. I ain't had a chop in like 3 weeks, guys.
Mind that little bit. Bro,
look at my chop, fool. Like my chop is nasty, bro. Like, come on,
you gotta get him, man, the secret. I know this ain't really after hours. We gotta give him the secret, son. Tell him, man, you gotta do something with it. You gotta figure that out.
I ain't got no haircut in like 3 weeks, bro.
Trying to go get braided, twist it back up or something, my boy.
Yes, I need. I'm coming home next week for Thanksgiving, so
we got you, man.
I gotta get my stuff straight before I come home, because I can't be doing that. Hell no.
I got you, man.
Hell yeah.
Well, man, we gonna jump right into it. We ain't really got no news topics, man, for y'all tonight / today. But I did want to just get y'all just your thoughts really quick, man, on the Mike Tyson and the Jake Paul fight this past weekend, I guess you could say.
The lack thereof.
There's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of assery. The man was out there showing his cheeks on live Netflix TV.
Crazy.
But just Evan, I'm gonna pop on you first, man. Just tell me what your thoughts on that fight or the lack thereof, what your thoughts was. And if they do another one, is you gonna even be tuned in this time? They shouldn't do it, but what's your thoughts?
Well, 2 things before I begin to the fight. I want to shout out the undercard. The undercard was actually entertaining. I didn't watch the whole undercard, but the last fight before, I think it was Taylor versus, like, I can't remember the other girl name. Like, the Puerto Rican girl versus the Ireland girl. They were boxing. What's up, Zay? What's up, my boy? They was boxing, so I have to shout out the undercard. But the fight within itself, I don't get what people really expected. Like, of course, I was a little underwhelmed because you wanted to see more fire thrown by both guys. But yeah, the 58-year-old guy in the ring with a 29-year-old guy in the ring, like, it kind of went out expected. Netflix needs to get their streaming together because everybody in America, everybody around the world was tripping. Like, I don't get how they're gonna do Christmas for the NFL on Christmas and they can't handle this, you know. And NFL is a as we all know, a global sport and global entity that people be tuned in for. And for me, I remember me and saying we wrestling fans. WWE Raw is going to Netflix on January 1st.
Right. I really don't know how that's gonna work.
I don't know how that's because that's live television every Monday. Like, I don't know how. So that's what I was really thinking about. The fight within itself, it was cool. Like, I wasn't really entertained. I didn't really expect a lot. I'm glad like a black man got paid. Glad Tyson got paid, but just the people. I don't like all the conspiracy theories saying, "Oh, Tyson was rigged. Tyson let him win." I'm like, bro, like, what you gonna do? Like, I'm not really buying this conspiracy theories. But what was y'all thoughts on the fight?
Yeah, Sain, what you got, man?
Man, that's just kind of what boxing is, man. Boxing has always been a finesse, you know what I mean? Like, they hype up the fight, and you know it's gonna be some bullshit, but you watching anyway. So that's the name of the game. Tyson got paid.
My brother said, "Let me." He said, "It's bullshit." My brother.
I kind of like what Jake Paul is doing, though, man, because it's like his matches are just a sideshow. It's bullshit. It's a circus. But he is getting money in these undercard people's hands, and he because his shit drawing, bro. His shit drawing for real, though.
Yeah, he making money. Yeah.
But when you seen the fight on Netflix, bro, you know what I mean? Like, his promotion company, like, he getting it from the dirt. Like, as far as him, I don't really give a damn. It's kind of crazy looking because all he's doing is fight a bunch of washed up dudes. But I saw him knock out Anderson Silva, like, oh yeah, this shit here crazy. But it's bullshit. But you know, and they was, you know, they was in the ring playing patty cake with each other or whatever. Because you could just tell there was times where Tyson probably could have got a good punch in, and times where Jake Paul probably could have knocked his old ass out too.
Right.
It was what it was, man. It's a circus. It's an exhibition. You had 2 minute rounds. I want to say there were like known incentives in there where like Mike Tyson would make a certain amount of money if the match went this way or that way, or he did knock him out. And I don't think Tyson could have beat that dude because I think just like we saw Mike Tyson holding back, you know, Jake Paul was holding back too. You know what I mean? So Mike Tyson's looking real bad, but I knew it was looking sick for Tyson when they was pouring Kool-Aid on their brother.
Oh, bro.
Like, I came on the person that noticed they pouring fruit juice on Tyson head.
Yeah, it was different. It was different.
Man, getting fruit juice put on him, ass out. Like, what's happening, bro?
I was getting them little sparkling drinks that's here in the corner store.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, it was what it was, bro. Anybody expecting something different? I mean, I guess, you know, shame on you. But Netflix got to get their streaming shit together. I don't know how we was watching it. I was watching my brother's house. We watched it on Netflix. We put the Fire Stick in and we cut on the pay-per-view channel. That shit did not buffer though, but it still had Netflix, Popeye. It is what that shit.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's right. Like Clay said, it's Popeye is what I think that thing is called. It's called ice something, bro. Some little drink to be in a bottle. Anyway, I don't know how we were watching it, but I guess when we watched it on the actual pay-per-view channel on the Fire Stick, this shit was clear, no buffer and crystal clear everything. But it still had Netflix in the corner, so I don't know how that was going on. But shout out to Mike Tyson. You just hate to see somebody that's a legend like that looking that bad. Like,
facts.
Bro, I want to still remember putting niggas on their ass. Not like that. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I listened to the Joe Budden podcast this weekend. They made a good point, bro. Like, this is the world we in right now with social media and the cloud era. Like, this is what we get. You know what I'm saying? These exhibitions that really don't mean nothing on paper. Like, when it's all said and done, but in our heart and our mind, it's like, this was goofy. But the man did have almost a stroke or something like 2 months ago. So
6 months ago, he had like a blood clot or something like that.
Something happened to him. Like,
more than regular boxing is though, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
so shout out to them. They got their bread, man. But don't do it no more.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it should be some type of. I know that they was in Texas because like the state boxing regulation rules in Texas are a lot more loose compared to other states. So that's why they did it in Texas. But there gotta be some regulation about not having 55 plus people in the ring, bro. Like, I'm just sorry, but it's just no one wants to see that. Like,
those other two matches in the undercard was bullshit too, man.
Oh
both
my
of them
God.
matches, they called them joints wrong. Like that was bullshit.
Oh yeah, the girl got robbed. I ain't gonna lie to you. She got robbed. Yeah. They got robbed. Like the fights were entertaining, but the judging system was terrible. Like the judges, they scored it wrong. Like I'm not even like a huge boxing head, but I saw it. It was.
Had Dominique Wilkins and Dr. J out there like the dunk contest, just throwing up shit,
just seeing what happened.
Like, y'all watching what we watching?
Nah, bro. Didn't make sense.
We ain't got to stay on that too long. I just wanted to get y'all quick thoughts on it, man. This one right here, kind of low key breaking news. Saying on your behalf, on accident. You know what I'm saying? If y'all haven't seen a tweet so far yet, as of tonight. Saying, he been on just, us as a fan base. And it's tough, bro. With everything going on. Zach Edey got injured tonight, with his ankle 2 times. Flashback from this from the summer league hit me, to be honest. But Sain put out a tweet just, expecting good news with Ja Morant injury news. And man, a few minutes later, Ja ended up, responding to it saying, basically, I'll be back soon, and the source is me. And so, saying he responded to your tweet, man. So I just want to get your quick thoughts on that, knowing that it's not going to be, an extended period of time. They did say about 3 to 6 weeks, as far as a doctor that Michael Cole spoke to, but it wasn't really directly from the team on that. So, just speak on that for us, bro.
Man, first of all, shout out to Michael Cole, bro. Like you said, he did have an actual doctor who specializes in these type of injuries.
Great article.
Who said, good article too. He said 3 to 6 weeks. Ja got hurt on November the 6th. So 2 weeks from then would be the 20th. It's lining up pretty much with what DeMichael was saying, bro. And like I said, man, I say this all the time. I don't try to tell people I hate to tell people how to think. But me personally, I choose to be positive, bro. You know what I mean? I choose to look at the optimistic side of all this stuff. And you hear people who they be thinking that shit don't be funny, bro. All the little stuff people be saying about injuries, that shit do not be funny at all, bro. Like personally, I don't play about shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like all the negative little slick little jokes people be getting off, and like we'll see that man next year, or it'll be All-Star break, and we'll see that man, next season or whatever. Bro, I don't like playing like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I just choose to be positive about this stuff, bro. And like, when I saw Ja coming out there on the crutches, I ain't had a negative thought like, oh man, Ja fucked up. He can fill me out for some months. Yeah. Like, my just non-emotional brain had to remind me, bro, just cause somebody on crutches don't mean they can't walk, bro. It just but if I do have a legit injury, I'm gonna put these crutches on as not to put more weight on the injured area. You know what I'm saying? So we just be tripping about stuff. But shout out to Ja, man, coming in and like I said, I want to say they test them maybe tomorrow or something like that. I was good. I was glad. I'm expecting it to be something positive. You know what I mean? And to see him come out there today with no crutches on, I'm like, all right, bro, that's probably good news coming. You know what I mean? So I put out the tweet, and he co-signed. And I just, like I said, bro, I don't try to tell people how to think, bro, but there is power in our words. It's power in the tongue. It's power in positivity, bro. We just do too much. We crying too much about last year, bro. And we got to remember, I ain't trying to get on a soapbox, bro. We got to remember last year, too. When dudes was getting hurt, man, we was massaging the shit out of them injuries, bro. Like it ain't like it was just like a regular ass injury. We would have dudes out way longer than they need to be, especially after Ja got hurt. We said, all right, bro, we finna tank, bro. You know what I'm saying? We had Jacob Gilliard on the show, you know what I mean, last week, and he was talking about that whole situation too. He was like, man, we knew what it was gonna be and what it wasn't gonna be. The Grizzlies never told us we tanking, but hell, we knew what we could do, what we couldn't do. You know what I mean? Yeah. You had guys like Marcus Smart, bro. That man was out the entire season with a dislocated finger.
He was back before that. Come on,
he could have been ready. He could have played before that. So, like all the PTSD, I get it, but I don't, bro. Like me personally, I just choose to be positive. Bro. Y'all can say what you want, play like you want. This shit just ain't funny to me, bro. Like every time somebody get hurt, or you say something like, man, hoping we'll see Ja back soon. Oh man, bro, where you been, bro? It's gonna be next year, but. Man, shut your ugly ass up, bro. Like I just get sick of all this stuff, bro. Like our fans just play too much or just negativity, bro. It's okay to be positive, especially when you're talking about guys' injuries and their livelihood, bro. So yeah. So that's just me, bro. But shout out to Ja for coming in and shit, man, letting y'all know out here, man. For real, letting everybody know he can be back sooner than we thought. I think it's gonna be sometime this week. You know, but who we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Evan, what you got on it, bro?
I kind of co-sign with saying just, and I've been a victim of this, like just being way too negative. And I don't like people around my team that's gonna be super negative. Like I know DeMarco Cole, he released a video a few days of him shooting free throws. If you look on the Grizz social media page, like he did a Make-A-Wish thing to get. He was in his workout clothes. Like I never thought this injury was gonna be prolonged. Like yeah, he took a bad spill. I feel like if it was like in the playoffs, I feel like he would be playing. Like if he was like not a life or death situation, but like a playoff situation where like conference finals on the line or NBA finals, he would have played. But thankfully, it's only early in the season, so I never expected Ja to be to be out this long. I just hate the negativity that goes around, and so I'm glad he's gonna be back soon. Of course, I think we're 8-6 right now. We're 8-5. What did we 8-6? Yeah, 8-6 right now. 8-6. 8-6 right now. So we're still in striking distance, but the West is very competitive. So the sooner we get our best player back, the better we'll be. Hopefully, we get some good news on Edey next day or two, because he's probably not gonna play against Denver because it was just a day. It's just a day off. So hopefully we get Ja, Edey, and Smart, even though Smart was just sick, back as soon as possible.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I know when it first popped off, saying you had some intel, and even Evan, I know, when we were talking about it, you being a current track athlete, you were talking about just the power of resting a muscle or a joint like that with the crutches. So when y'all kind of said what y'all said when it first popped off, that kind of just relieved me, because I ain't gonna lie, it looked bad from like when you take like certain things out of it, just looking at it, the shit did look bad. I ain't gonna hold you. But then when you get explained a certain kind of way, like, no, this is what it's doing, it's like, oh, well, I take my hands off then. That makes 100% sense when you explain it like that. And then, like I said, shout out to Michael with his article. For me, that cleared up a lot to where I was like, all right, he gonna be cool. I don't, 3 to 6 weeks. I even tweeted it out there when the Michael article came out. I said, Ja normally, heals up faster than most people. I don't know what kind of blood he got, but he heal up fast as hell all the time. So I wasn't really worried, when I got that little piece of information. And like I said, man, I'm kind of twisting and spilling over my word because my mouth is still sore from the surgery, but y'all get what I'm trying to say, man. So yeah, shout out to Ja, man. Glad to have you back real soon. The guys need you. And we'll touch on that a little bit more as we get close to it. We're gonna jump into the Grizz weekend review / some of this Edey stuff, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and kill the music. Like I said, we ain't really doing no news segment tonight, but just this past weekend review, man. And y'all, we are live on Twitter right now. Tomorrow this will be going premiering on YouTube. So y'all be seeing this kind of after the fact. But if y'all on Twitter right now watching, you can jump in the comments. We'll be glad to kind of chop it up with you. But this last weekend review, man, just thank God tonight we got a dub. Thankfully, those guys, they went out there, they played, winning basketball. Shout out to Jaren. He looked like he was on a mission, just getting the team involved as well as just, getting his where he needed to, picking his spots. Bane had a better game. Jalen Wells back to lockdown defender. It was a lot of just positives from tonight, so we can kind of start from tonight and work our way back if y'all want to. But just what y'all thoughts on tonight's game against the Nuggets? They did not have Jokic, they did not have Aaron Gordon, but shit, they still. I mean, we out with guys too. So I ain't giving nobody no excuses, bro.
No, I don't care. I don't care at all. I don't care whatsoever
at all. So Evan, what you got on tonight, bro?
Well, yeah, we went 2-2 this week. I know I feel that was my prediction last, but I think you said 3-1. I think I said 2-2. So
I'm gonna say 1-3 next week.
Just so it can be reverse psychology and all that. Yeah. Because I think Chris is 0-2 on predictions this week. I think I'm 1-1. But anyway, like tonight's game, no one have to shout out Tripp. Tripp has been playing on the all-star level since the season has started, and I just feel like I know me and Chris talked about extensively on our show that we want to see the locked entry, we want to see the aggressive Tripp. We've been seeing that all season. Like he's been consistently the best player on the floor, damn near every night. So I'm love to see that with Tripp. And it's overall great team basketball. No one seemed to be playing bad. No one seemed to be playing. No one was a defensive liability. No one was making any errant passes. Everybody was just on their P's and Q's. We were locked in from the jump. The injury, there was no lull defensively in the second half that we've seen. Like I really don't have a lot to say because it was just a good collective team win. I just hope we can string these things together because we have times where we're just not hitting shots. Our rotations are bad, all that. And it just, I don't get why the level of energy is inconsistent with this team, being that we are so good. Yeah, we got guys at the lineup. Yeah, we got questionable coaching decisions. Yeah, we got people hurt and all that. But it's still wanting to play hard. And we saw that tonight, but I feel like against the Warriors, against the Lakers, we saw that inconsistent of energy because we really didn't start hooping against the Warriors until the last quarter and a half. Like on some real stuff, we didn't. And I guess like I you on mute right now, my guy, if you're trying to say something. But like I get people.
Oh, my bad. I said if that. I said you being nice when you say a quarter and a half because it's more like half a quarter.
Like people's really tripping about like the rotations last game with the Warriors. I just thought our energy was subpar, and I freaking hated it. Like, yeah, I know we all play basketball, we all play sports. I can be mad. I can't be mad if you hitting shots. I can be mad if you making bad passes, but just energy, like there's no excuse for that. There's no excuse for energy. There's no excuse for just wanting to hoop and showing that you want to hoop. Right. And we're too good to be having those energy lulls. And that's what I'm glad we saw tonight, but that's what thing I want to see throughout just the rest of the season. Like, just want to play. You know, we shouldn't need Ja screaming at guys, wake up. Like, we saw that a few games ago. We just Houston like, wake the F up. Like, we shouldn't have to see that. We shouldn't have to see Jaren getting foul trouble for him to lock in, like all that type of stuff. Like, that's what I want to see because I'm sick of seeing the head. I'm sick of seeing the bad language. I'm sick of seeing all that. I'm sick of seeing Taylor Jenkins not knowing what to do because he just not locked in for real. So I don't want to get too negative. But yeah, tonight was a good game. Everybody played well. Tripp played well. Jalen Williams was back being his thing. I thought they were going to take him out of the starting lineup. So I'm glad they kept Jalen Williams in the starting lineup because I feel like that could have dipped his confidence a little bit if they put Vince in the starting lineup. But good game. Hopefully we can keep going. And that's straight on that.
Sain, I want you to kind of, if you have anything to say on that, kind of elaborate with what Evan was talking about as far as the energy being off a little bit.
Yeah.
Where does that? Do you see that? And if you do, like, where do you think that's coming from?
Yeah, I think a lot of it just comes from, like, you know, going back to the ugly night in the locker room when Jaren and Ja was kind of getting their shit off, and Jaren was talking about decisions that are being made by people that y'all don't even know. Mm-hmm. When you got Desmond Bain coming back, Vince Williams coming back, Marcus Smart coming back, three guys who want to win, who want to compete, and they're coming out the bench. You know what I mean? Like, or they're on minutes restrictions. That type of stuff kind of gets frustrating. And I think it's crazy, man, because I'm a reference that Jacob Gilliard interview again. And when he talked about how that season, going into that season, they thought they were going to be good last year. Mm-hmm. And it was so many things happening at one time that they couldn't figure out what the real problem was. They was like, is Dylan being gone? Is it Ja being gone? Is it the defense? Is it this? Is it that? It might have been all of it, might have been some of it, but they've got all those type of things going on again. You know, you got Ja missing time, you got all these guys out, you got a rookie center you're trying to fit into what they're doing. When you didn't have last year, Brandon Clark, you're trying to get going. You got all these different factors as to why a season has been so, you know, kind of up and down or whatever. But I think that tonight's win was a good, just take care of your business. You playing a team you're supposed to beat. You beat them on your home court. You know what I mean? You just needed that win tonight. And they came out and they put their team away pretty early. You know, they were messing around with them a little bit in the beginning, but once they got going, you know, it was over. They didn't let go of the lead. It didn't get tight. Jamal Murray, I don't know what the hell going on with that brother. Man.
He looked washed, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Space Jam with his ass. They took his pass.
Right. He killed my parlay as well. I need him to score 15. He gave me 13, but it's all good, brother.
Oh my God. It's Jalen Wells, bro. Jalen Wells.
Jalen Wells had a good
15
game.
Should be 15 though. That should be easy for him. But yeah,
Jalen Wells had a great game, good bounce back game for him. But I'll say this, man. I'm not trying to be negative, but I'll just say this. The only thing I'll say about what I've been seeing lately. We've been having these discussions about how deep this team is, and 11 guys. How do you cut it down to 11? And what's your 11 you would cut down? Do all those type of things. We got some guys on this team that are going to turn back into pumpkins, and it's just we're kind of seeing it happen now. Mm-hmm. And it's like it won't be that hard to cut guys down once we start playing for real basketball. Because a lot of the guys who've kind of excelled this season, they were like, "Oh, this guy is doing this, so he's a lot better than I thought he would be." It's against the Portlands of the world, and
Washington's.
Yeah, and I think as the schedule starts to crank up, and we start playing better competition, a lot of guys didn't look like shit last night. The other night against Golden State. You know what I mean? So
that's a fact.
That's a fact. The starters didn't look like nothing.
Right, exactly. I mean, which that's that's my thing, man. Play your best guys. I don't care how many minutes you play them, but you need to have as many guys out there that can actually play when it's time to play for real as possible. You know what I mean? I don't care how you do your minutes distribution, but you gotta play your dudes, man. You gotta put them out there together. And like I said, a lot of the cute stuff we're talking about now, these dudes gonna turn back into pumpkins in a minute. You know, so I mean it's cool now, but it won't be that hard to determine who's ready for prime time and who ain't, you know, in about another month.
Yeah, it's me right now. Clay, to answer your question, we're gonna run down our quick 8-9. I'm gonna pop it off, man. Ja Dez. I ain't gonna even say this who's starting, but I'm just gonna say rotation. Ja Dez, Vince, Jaren, Edey, that's 5. GG, Smart, Jalen Wells, Santi. Shit, that's 9 that I got. I mean, and that's why I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let y'all give y'all 9 first, 8-9 first, and then I'll say what I gotta say. Evan, you want to go ahead and jump, throw yours out there?
I don't gotta say nothing because I wrote it down and we had the same.
I already had it.
We had the same as for everybody before Chris was talking. Well, before Chris was talking, that is my 9. So Ja, Bang, Edey, Tripp, 3-6, Vince, GG, Wells, Santi.
My playoff nine is Ja, Bang, Jaren, whoever we trade Marcus Smart for.
Thanks.
Dang, bro.
Edey. He Marcus Smart would not be on this team for the playoffs.
Yeah,
he just won't.
Yeah.
Like it's bad business if he is. If he's not on it, it's because something went wrong. Like if they tried to trade him, but it didn't happen. There's no way they just decide, okay, we just gonna ride with Marcus Smart. Is that I just can't see it happen.
Yeah.
So big 3, Edey, whoever they trade Marcus Smart for, GG, Vince. What's that? 7?
2 more.
I want to say Wells, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. Santi might be a pumpkin, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
It's every year, fam. Every year it starts.
Yeah, contract year. It's a contract year. I feel like he's gonna turn it because he's having a contract year.
I think Wells can maintain just because he can defend. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
And I got Clark over Huff, bro. I said that on my Twitter when it was 11. Someone said that's 9, right?
That's 9.
Oh, you left somebody out.
Nah, you said because you said Clark. That's 9.
No, it ain't ready for big time.
I'm trying to think because we all had the same people except for one person. If he threw in Clark, who did we miss?
Because I had Smart and he said whoever traded for Smart.
It's that same person.
I got remember too, bro. In the playoffs, Brandon Clark was checking like the LeBrons of the world, and not LeBron. Who was that big wing?
Anthony
Edwards, huh?
Yes, yeah, he was playing. He was South against Ant. Yep.
Because here's the thing with BC though, like offensively, he's not a fit for this style of offense
at all.
Because he looked like Edey look out there, you know what I mean? Except he ain't 7'5" and he can't score in the post like that.
Coming off Achilles.
But defensively, he still looks good. Like when him and Jaren are together out there together, they still defensively look good. And if he's healthy, man, Jenkins is gonna ride with Clark. Like that's happening. But yeah, I like Huff. I like all them dudes. Jake, hell no, sit your ass down, bro. Jake been doing all right, bro. But Jake still be going to. Jake still
playing better.
He playing good, but he still be like his decision making. Like part of why Ja Morant hurt right now is because his man field for basketball is just terrible. Like
do a terrible lot.
Like
terrible lot.
Laravia goes to the goal, and I really don't think he really knows what he wants to do. I don't really think he has an end goal in mind. He just kind of go to the goal to see what happens. But
he doing that tired ass Euro, and I'm so tired of it, bro. Like
just slow as hell.
He's doing it
And I'll say this. I'm gonna let y'all. I'm gonna slide a minute on y'all. I'm gonna say this though. I've been saying this on my show too. The thing about Marcus Smart that's the most alarming to me is, you know, that when they traded for him, they acquired him thinking that he could be the replacement for Tyus and the replacement for Dillon, where he could be your backup point guard and he could be your primary wing defender, right?
Yep.
And
I remember the night it happened, we was on the phone and you was telling me that. I was like, man, all right, cool. It makes sense.
Right. But the thing is, they're clearly not even caring about him being a backup point guard. Like, that's not even a thing. Like, he's not even He's not even probably the third. I think Vince Williams will probably get more minutes in backup point guard than Marcus Smart will. So that's half of his responsibility is gone. Plus, since you got Marcus Smart, you've got Vince Williams, who's a top-tier defender. You've got Jalen Wells, who's a very good defender as well. And it's just like the need of him is just not the same, bro. Like the way the dynamics of this Grizzlies team is dramatically changed. When we got Marcus Smart, we had Zaire Williams, David Roddy, and Jake LaRavia were your wings. I mean, like, you definitely upgraded. You got Gigi, Vince, Wells. Santi is a wing. You know what I mean? Like, it's like your wing situation just looks a lot different when you acquired him. And I just think that $22 million salary could be much more of a trade asset, that much more valuable as a trade asset than what he can be actually for this team going forward. But gentlemen, I'm gonna slide about this, John, though.
My guy.
We appreciate it, dog.
Yeah, man. I know you had a long day, man. So
yes, sir. Y'all take it easy though, John.
For sure.
So you be easy, bro. Love, bro.
Oh, I done messed it up.
Kick me out. It sound like, dang, bro. You're just
My
after
bad,
hours.
my bad.
New Bluffin turns after hours.
No. Let me see here. We got Clay. He said in his opinion, the two players out is Clark and Smart. That's where I'm at with it, Clay. Like I'm big, and I've been saying this since the summer. So this ain't something that I had to see to have this mindset. I'm not gonna turn this into a trading podcast, but Evan, you can tell the listeners who have I been saying that the Grizzlies need to go get since the summertime as far as John Collins. The man is out there in Utah, and again, I ain't trying to just pick on him because I feel like he's a perfect fit, but I kind of do because the man can play center and power forward. And when you look at what BC is doing in his offense, they leaving him to start the game off on the 3-point line in the corner, and it's almost daring him to take it. But even in his mind, the psychological warfare that's going on, he knows that if I take this shot, I'm probably not going to make it. You know what I'm saying? And in his offense, you seeing Edey taking threes. He's making the threes. At a certain point, the more and more he takes them, the defense is not going to be leaving Edey to be out there like that. But they're going to continue to do that with BC because they know, for one, he don't got the same step offensively and athletically that he did before. And then we know he ain't going to hit this three. And he's 6'7", 6'8" on a good day. Like, if we talking about just, maximizing this team, I've been saying that since the summer before we saw kind of what's happened with this new offense in BC's kind of decline. He Danner was getting DMPs to start the season. So it's nothing personal or nothing's like, I would love BC to be on this team till he retire. I would, just because I think he's a great locker room guy. He's great friends with the team. He's been here since the beginning of next gen. But if we keeping it funky, bro, like Clay said, like with this offense and this team right now, he the odd man out, but Jenkins is going Jenkins, and he's going to force what he feel like is right because of whatever the analytics may tell him. So we won tonight, and guess what that means in Jenkins' mind?
It worked.
That shit works. So I agree with you 100%.
I gotta say something, because when you and Sam was talking, like, I agree completely on Clark. And again, if you can call my BS on bias. If you feel like I'm just being inherently biased, please tell me. I agree on Clark. Like, I love Clark defensively, but just offensively, he's too much of a liability on the floor. Like, he shrinks the floor when he's on the floor, and I can't stand that in the playoffs. Like, and we're not using him as a lob threat. He got his offense most of the past few years, when he was healthy, off of lob threats and putbacks. He's simply not doing that because we have other guys like Edey in the paint, Santi, Jaren. It's just not happening. Yeah. Like, he does what he can do defensively, but I feel like if anyone would get traded, I feel like Clark would be more of a needed tradable thing rather than Smart. I'm not saying we shouldn't. I'm not saying we shouldn't trade Smart. I'm not saying that at all. Mm-hmm. But if we really look at the games, like I pulled up his starts. Smart. The only bad thing Smart is doing is shooting the ball terribly. He is shooting the ball terribly, and he's
turning that hoe over too.
He turned that like. Let me look at his turnovers real quick.
His last game he played, I was sitting
right now. He averaging 1.4 turnovers, bro. Like,
how many did he have in that Warriors game? That's all I want to know.
In the Warriors game, he had 3. Like, and Dez had the same amount.
Like, it was more than that.
That's what I'm saying. That's why, like, I feel like a lot of people on the timeline, because everybody's anticipating for us to trade him. They're seeing it through. What's the opposite of rose tinted glasses? I don't know what the opposite of that is. Like, what's a terrible flower? Like, y'all are looking at him through that. Like, he isn't playing bad. Like, he just can't shoot right now. Like, he's like last game he played. He had 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 blocks. The game before that, I'm not even talking about points. He had 2 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal and a block. Game before that's the game he got hurt. Can't talk about that game. A game before that, he had 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 blocks, 2 steals. Like he's being effective on the floor. Like I get what.
Where is he coming from too in those games?
What are you talking about?
He coming off the pine too.
That's only been the past few games. I'm talking about.
He looking good in those games though. That's what I'm saying.
I just named you 4, and the other 2 I talked. Last I talked about he came off the bench, but the other 2 the other ones I'm talking about is when he was starting. Like I get why everybody say Trey Smart does his contract, and we could probably get like a Cam Johnson or something, but he isn't playing bad. Like he is not. He just can't shoot the ball right now. He just can't shoot right now. I don't know what's going on with him. Like against the Warriors, he's 1-6. He went 1 for 6 from 3, and he went 4 for 11 from the field. I don't want him shooting that many shots if he's missing. Against the Lakers, he shot well, went 3 for 5 from the field. If he can get his shot together, I feel like he can still be. Am I say start him? No. But I just feel like he can be on this team. Like, am I against just trading them all together? No. But just from what I've seen this year, I don't see why everybody's stomping their feet to trade this man. We hasn't been playing terribly. Like,
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
This is how I try to like figure stuff out. Do you feel like which one is close to a championship?
Mm-hmm.
Keeping him on this team or using his salary to upgrade the wing position to a taller, better shooting, probably as the same or equal defender?
If you get a Cam Johnson, I'm not mad at trading him at all. I'm for that. I'm for that. If you get a Cam Johnson or Cam Johnson like player, I can't think of another player that fits that archetype off the top of my head. I just can't. But if you get a Cam Johnson and he's younger too, he fits the timeline for the rest of the guys. Cam Johnson ain't nothing but 23 years old.
No. He like 20. Shit, Cam might be the 27. He came in the league.
Johnson's been in the league.
He came in older.
The league. Okay, that's why, because he hasn't been in the league for that long.
Yeah.
But still, he still fits the timeline of everybody else on your team. If that's what he's one of the oldest guys on your team outside of your core, so that still helps out. If you get that, but who says Brooklyn gonna get that contract? Like everybody say trade them, we have to think like who actually wants a Marcus Smart and who we can get it back. That's why I have these conversations when everybody throw out these names. Like, is that tangibly possible? And if it isn't possible, is it the worst case scenario for Marcus Smart being on this team when he isn't hurting us? He's hurting us with his shooting. He has to be able to shoot the ball. I stand on it. He has to be able to not shrink the floor like Brandon Clark. But everything else he's doing is still plus positives. I still got to find his plus minus. I really want to see his plus minus because that's the one stat I want to pull up. And if you can pull it up, tell me. I just don't see why everybody's stumping the feet about him. Like, I get in the offseason, but he hasn't played terrible.
I mean, it's a lot of reasons why, bro. Like, I ain't gonna say, like, I ain't gonna say I'm stumping my feet to trade Marcus Smart, but am I nudging, climbing to say, hey, it's moves out there that we need to make this team closer to a championship level team that we need to? That's where I'm at with it. I'm not sitting here saying like if he's here, we're gonna be in the play-in. I ain't there. But you got to understand the fact that our starting wing, I don't want to call it rotation, but our starting backcourt plus him is 6'3", 6'3", and 6'5". That's very small. Historically, your 1 through 3 ain't winning with that type of size.
I agree.
His shooting is an issue. His defensive impact, his instincts, his leadership, his just knack for the ball on the court. He does things really well. Like I think he got in the game, may have been against the Warriors, and as soon as he got in the game, he threw the ball off somebody and we got the ball. And I'm like, hey, that's the type of stuff you can't teach.
You can't trade for that.
But the problem is that guess what? If we want to upgrade our team, we don't have a lot of big contracts that we can just send out. Like it literally, like when don't too much stuff just like piss me off and like really make me mad for real. But when people come in my comments and stuff on Twitter and be like, nah, why would you trade Smart or why would you trade Kennard where you can just trade Edey? Edey makes $6 million. Who are we gonna get that's gonna upgrade this team significantly with $6 million? You can't do it. So
his contract is very valuable. Smart's contract is extremely valuable.
And if you're talking about he's playing good right now to a certain extent, like he ain't shooting well, but he's doing a lot of other things well. This is when you move him. Like obviously, if he goes on a shoot stretch, then you really got to go ahead and cash in. But you don't want the man to get out there and just tank his value all the way to where ain't nobody picking up the phone for him. because now we really screwed and we stuck with $20 million that's going to fall off next season. For what? Like, nah, bro. The trade pieces are this. It's Smart, BC, Luke, and I'm going to throw, because he's playing well right now, people can talk their ass off. Jake is playing pretty well. And if I'm a team that's rebuilding and I get my, pick of the litter with those first 3 contracts and I'm getting some picks, let me see what he can do. So that's that's why people are saying Trey Smart. It ain't, some people are stumping their feet, but I would say the majority of the people that are advocating for Smart to be traded is like, if we need to get close to a championship team, that's the only way you're gonna get there.
The reason why I may see it different, and again, I may be coming to rose-tinted glasses, because
Grizz tinted glasses, Bill Street,
Grizz tinted glasses,
Bill,
yes, Bill Street blue. So the reason why I say, because he's undersized and washed. I don't get what people saying he washed. Like, bro, okay, I'm not trying to get mad tonight.
He ain't Boston. Marcus Smart. We all can agree on that.
That doesn't mean you're washed though. LeBron is not Miami LeBron, but he still ain't washed. Like, I know it's a bad example, but just because a player deteriorates from what they previous form would be. Anyway, the reason why, like, am I against it? No, but reason why I am on like keep Marcus Smart if it comes down to, because we have Jalen Wells, who we didn't expect to be this good this early. We have GG, we have Smart. Like, we talking about boost the ring rotation. If you bring in a Cam Johnson, how does that impact GG, Vince, and Jalen, who are 3 guys that are proven? Or, well, GG hasn't played this year, but we know what Vince is going to do. He's got to get his legs under him. Mm-hmm. Jalen Wells has been playing well. We know what GG going to do. He is the Swiss Army knife specimen that we just keep in the chamber right now. Mm-hmm. So when I ask other people, if we bring in a Cam Johnson, we bring in, I would say Mikal Bridges, but his jump shot's so jacked up now. I don't want him no more. I don't know who else to bring in.
That's dead.
Like, how does that affect your 22 Smart and Clyde only side of the country? Canard labor good terms. I get you, Vaughn. Like, I get that. But how does that affect the guys you already have? Like, I would rather, yeah, you guys, but I'm just one thing. Like, I'd rather Smart come off the bench and be that backup one, or maybe in some matches be a 2 or 3. So those other guys, because maybe I see the maximization in those 3 guys more than the average person. I think those 3 guys are straight hoopers. Like, I don't feel like we need no other wins because we have those 3 guys. So that's why I be trying to feel like, why trade for somebody and try to boast in the wing position? We already have those 3 guys that I feel like, at least in my house, I think those 3 guys are staples of this franchise. So maybe that's how I'm different.
When you say 3, I just want to make sure before I respond. You said the 3 guys. You talking about the young guys, the 3 young wings.
GG, Vince, and Wells.
Okay. So this is just my thinking. I ain't saying this right, but I've thought this through a lot, and I had this conversation a lot. The reason why I pick certain guys to bring in, notice, like, me personally, this is just me. Shout out to EJ with Spaces Grizzlies on Twitter. He's big on trading for like a Brandon Ingram. I'm not stumping my feet for a Brandon Ingram trade for the simple fact that if you bring in a Brandon Ingram, in my mind, you're committing to him to basically, he's your 3 for, I'm going to say at least the next 3 to 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Unless something go wrong and you got to trade him.
Okay.
Somebody like a Cam Johnson, somebody like a DeAndre Hunter in Atlanta, somebody like a Jeremy Grant in Portland. I'm trying to think of guys like that. Almost to a certain extent, I don't want him back, but he's been a little bit domesticated. I'm just throwing a name out. I'm not saying I want him by no means, because you of all people know how I feel about him. But like a Dylan Brooks, like somebody that is a fringe, they're a starter in the NBA, but they on a little bit later side of their career to the point to where when GG's ready to take the reins, it's not even a conversation of who's the starter. It's GG's to move into, and now you're the backup, but you're not going to be one of those people that's going to shake the locker room because you're a glue guy, you're a role player type guy anyway. Jeremy Grant's probably going to be on the other side of his career anyway, even though he's putting up great numbers. So DeAndre Hunter, he's younger, but at the same time, he coming off the bench in Atlanta, and that's a different conversation. So those are some of the guys I talk about. That's a good one as well, Vaughn, like Keldon Johnson.
Keldon Johnson, good. That's good.
These are the names that I'm talking about, to where when they get in his system, yes, they may start for this year, possibly even next year. But whenever GG has shown that he's 100% ready to take the reins as the starting 3 of the future, it's not a conversation. And they go back to what they role really is best in. Cam was a bench player in Phoenix. he's playing well in Brooklyn, but we all know his role, like on certain teams, his
fluctuates.
It's gonna fluctuate. So those are the kind of guys that I'm advocates for that simple fact alone. Is that I know Gigi's the guy. It's just we got to wait on him to get there. Anybody else that we bring in that's of a higher tier, now unless we're talking about, a Jaylen Brown or something, then hey, we got to do what we got to do. But certain guys, I'm not even, in my mind, I'm not stumping my feet or really, if it happened, it happened. But I'm not really going down that road because I know we got, to your point, we got our wings of the future. But I don't want to take away from their development or what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to take away the runway for them to basically flourish into who they are. So I think you can do both. It's the same thing with Smart. Shit, like we kind of delegating Smart to the bench right now. I don't know if there's more. So
that's cool.
Jenkins finally getting his nuts, but this is the exact way in my mind that it's working. It's with Smart that I don't think is the best fit for that. So it can happen, bro. Kleiman just got to make the move on whoever.
So you generally don't think if we bring in a Cam Johnson, it's not gonna mess up the synergy that those three guys got?
I don't.
You don't think so? If you bring in a Keldon Johnson, anything, you don't think it's gonna mess up the trajectory of those three guys are on?
They used to coming off the bench already anyway. What's the difference on a winning team?
It's only one guy that can start. There's still two other guys. Let's say Gigi do start. That's still Vince and Jalen that still got to compete with ex-player for those minutes and rotations and all that. Only one guy can start. That's why. That's what I think.
At that point, you got to make a decision there. But it's just the other thing too. And I know we live, so it is what it is. We're gonna touch different topics. That's the whole thing that we just talked about. It. I want to say last episode where I was giving Scottie Pippen his props. Like he was playing great up until a couple games ago.
Yeah.
But the exact reason that I told you last week and the exact reason that I told you over the summer why I wasn't in a rush to give him a main spot right now, it's starting to show. And it's same with Huff. Like I like Huff on a regular season contract. That's fine. But even with them playing the way they're playing, let's not get it messed up and misconstrued. Like these guys are fresh off two ways. They are, and it's moments that you're gonna see them play in that they're just not. It ain't their fault, bro. They just haven't been in these moments. Scottie Pippen and shout out to Clay. Clay's he's a Warriors fan, so he was watching the game. I know through his Warrior fan eyes, but he got a rep for home team a little bit too because he's from the M. I'm pretty sure he saw Scottie Pippen go out there and look like a deer in headlights. Out there pushing shots, and he ain't ready for the moment, and it's not his fault, bro. It's just that he's not ready. And so when I'm thinking about a GG, I'm thinking about a Jalen, I'm thinking about a Vince. Vince, I'm not really too worried about because he's crazy anyway. Like
you're crazy, man.
You can drop him off. What's that mystical line? If you see me before with a bear, help the bear.
Help the bear. Vince don't care about nothing.
That's Vince.
He's just crazy.
But Jalen and GG, I have the utmost. Again, you know how I give it about GG. It ain't too much anybody can say bad about that dude. But in the back of my mind, is it a chance that we could have a break in case of emergency type starting small forward for the next year and a half, just in case?
Yeah,
so I'm cool with it.
So you just want a buffer guy, just in case GG ain't ready to be that guy yet. Just a buffer guy that can give you probably the same production, maybe a little younger, and if need be, when GG is ready, he can go to the bench and his production won't dip that much. Yep. That's what you're saying.
David Lee to Draymond Green, even though that was kind of unintentional, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, David Lee got hurt and then Draymond just
right. But they brought David Lee to be the starting four. Like that's what they brought him for. Same with I mean, it's a little different, but in certain ways, Iguodala, like that the Warriors, y'all. I mean,
he can't be the starter of small forward, but then it was like, hey, it's probably best for you to come out the bench, and we gonna let
because we can win.
Brothers and just
we can win if you come off the bench. And Cam Johnson, DeAndre Hunter, those kind of guys. Like I said, I think more so Jeremy Grant because he's older. I remember at one point when he was in Denver or somewhere, it may have been OKC, but he was like, no, I want to start.
Yeah.
You can start for these next 2 seasons in Memphis, Jeremy Grant, but just know when Gigi get ready, like it's going to be time for you as you up in your career to kind of transition. Them guys at a point where they just want to win. And this is where you cash in on, when your young guys are ready. Again, Clay can speak to this. When your young guys are ready to take the next step, you surround them with guys that are already basically later in their career to help push and propel them. And that's just what my mindset is. Do we go into a championship in the next year or two where our main wing rotation is dudes has been in the league less than 2-3 years? Possibly, but
maybe, yeah.
I just, I would feel more comfortable if we at least got one vet wing that's been there. Cam Johnson's been to a final, so he knows what's coming with that. And he's played with a Chris Paul. He's played with great players. So that, like I said, it's always different ways you can skin a cat, bro. It's just like I said, this is just my thinking behind that.
Now that you said that, it makes sense to me now. Like in that essence, it makes a lot of sense to me now. Because I was thinking like not just you, just a lot of people were just like, "Oh, get smart out of here," because X, Y, Z. Like
some people are, bro.
Yeah, some people are. Some people are. But at least I understand what you're saying a lot now. Because I don't think it was just simply just because his production. Would you give Gigi? No. Heck no. I love Cam, but he ain't
that damn good. No.
If your name like Jaylen Brown or like
Giannis, I gotta think about it for Giannis. I ain't gonna hold you, but that's about it.
Nah, I still don't want to do it for Giannis. I still don't because he scared me with Dame. We thought him and Dame was gonna work good together, and I don't want Giannis being a cancer to my team because him and Ja can't jive with each other because Ja can't shoot that way, and Giannis can't shoot either. So I don't want on paper, put it in 2K, it'll work. But I thought Dame and Giannis be the perfect duo, but they can't win a game. They do have terrible coach. They have Doc Rivers and Darvin Ham as their coach. They do have terrible.
Adrian Griffin had them boys winning before he cussed out Giannis' brother, but it is what it is.
But no. To answer your question, Clay, no. GG and Vince, unless you are a borderline superstar or a superstar, I'm not trading those two dudes for. I'm not doing it.
But we got picks, and that's the thing. Like, you said get a piece to give up. Like, we got
That's why we said Marcus Smart, Luke Kennard, Brandon.
We got contracts, we got expiring contract, and we got all our picks waiting to make a move. You're like, Climate just going to get on the phone.
You need 4 UT wins actually bring in a healthy proven guy, and I love Marcus, but 20 minutes.
I'm with you, Vaughn.
See, maybe this is me naive on that. If we really want to win, and if Marcus really wants to win, does it really matter how much he's getting paid for real to come off the bench?
It does not. It does not. The only issue is where you cannot upgrade your team because that's where I give it up every single time, bro. But it's just math to me at this simple point. Like the 20 million to get whatever player X that we want, you're probably gonna have to give him up. Now, if somebody will go take a Brandon Clark and a Luke Kennard and a LaRavia and some picks, great, but that ain't happening, bro. Ain't nobody. that's my thing. If you could keep him, then yeah, but salary cap, bro.
I'm trying to look at some real quick. I'm trying to see all the years Iggy was playing for Golden State. How much money was he making? In 2015, he made 12 million, 2016, 11 million, 2016, 11 million, 2018, 14 million, 2019, 16 million. So during his stretch,
remember inflation. So that's about 20 back then.
Yeah, that is true.
Because I pulled up LeBron. You got the percentage on there?
Yeah, it got like the parentheses. Oh my gosh, chill out, phone. It may that parentheses may mean inflation. I don't know. What that may mean. That may mean incentives.
That's probably
what I'm. It's probably incentive. That's probably incentives.
I looked at LeBron James' contract when he went to Miami. Now you remember they all got maxes.
Yeah,
that main max was like 11 million for the year. Bro.
Yeah, just because the salary cap was way lower.
Yeah,
the new CBA. But okay, so that's still yes, that's probably 20 million back in. But that's still my point. Iggy was getting paid 20 million money to come off the bench, and he accepted that role, and he was effective for the Warriors. So I don't understand why Marcus Smart can't be the same thing. I still get your plan by getting the bang for your buck. You can probably get a better value person with not less money and can expand your flexibility. I'm just saying the worst case scenario, we can't make that trade. Is that really such a bad thing?
I think
with him on the roster.
I think Vaughn and Clay talking more so about the value, not really that you paying a bench guy 20 million. Because you've seen the Desmond Bain conversations that we were supposed to get to this week. But
no, I'm not. I'm glad we did because you was gonna piss me off.
It's still coming. But
no, I don't want to.
If you put that amount on the bench, that money's on the bench, but the value of it, we get the value of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it ain't his 20 M's the number. It's just the 20 million what I'm getting for it.
So y'all don't think we getting $2 million worth for Marcus Smart? And I'm not disagreeing with you. I just want to see what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing with you. I am not disagreeing with you. I firmly agree. We are not getting $20 million worth with Marcus Smart. I think we get maybe like 10, maybe like
I give you 12 at the most.
Yeah, like $10-12 million. So if you can find a guy on a $9 to $11 million deal, why not bring him in? Okay, you've done well to explain yourself, my guy. You've done well to explain yourself because now I fully understand what you're talking about now. Because before I was like, nah, I ain't jive with it. I still like Smart. I still want Smart on this team, but I do understand the different levels and ramifications of him being on this team, him not being on this team.
And it's also saving Jenkins from himself, bro, because
I believe
this. Where somebody said something like this, Ski Baby, we have a championship team, just need to stay healthy. My thing is this: if Taylor Jenkins structures the rotations the right way, how they should be, the drop off is so significant that I believe that 100% right now, as long as we healthy. Because my thing is this: if you got, it's gonna piss you off. We ain't got to go there. I'm gonna give you two examples. I'm gonna give you the regular one, and I'm gonna give you the other one that we didn't get to talk about. If you got Ja, Bane, Gigi, Jaren, Edey starting, that's your 5. You have Smart, Vince, Jalen, Santi, backup big. I ain't really with Clark like that.
Clark or Huff. We got him.
Especially right now. I'm gonna throw Huff in there. I'm sorry. I'm throwing Huff. Yeah. Give me Huff right now. If those are both of your 5s, I feel very confident in it.
That's a
going
chip.
Forward.
That's a chip.
I'm gonna twist it a little bit.
Don't you do it.
I'm just talking about rotation to win a chip. Let's take all ego and pride out of it. We in the finals and we're trying to win a championship, right? Mm-hmm. Game 7. And we're trying to maximize the shit out of this roster.
Mm-hmm.
Ja Morant, Jalen Wells, Gigi Jackson, Jaren Jackson, Zach Edey is your starting 5. And then you have Marcus Smart, Vince Williams. Sorry. Marcus Smart, Desmond Bane, Vince Williams, Santi, J Huff. To me, cohesively and dotting all your I's and crossing all your T's, being the most competitive on any team that you play, no team is going to know what the F to do with this, especially if we're running as fast as we're running right now with the pace and the rotations guys constantly popping in and out of the lineup. We didn't trade nobody. All we did was just structure the lineups better. But we know Jenkins will never do that shit. He'll never do it. Zach Edey went out there tonight. We didn't even really go with. Well, I didn't. Zach Edey went out there, and this is why I've been on him so bad, is your feel for the game. Shout out to him tonight because he rode Zach Edey for 7 minutes in the first quarter. Don't know what got into him.
Picked up 2 fouls, too. He picked up 2 fouls early and kept him in the game.
He let him play because he was dominating, and at that point, the game was tight. Just his, I hate to use the word aura, but the fact that
his presence, yeah,
it got them guys going, and that momentum took them into, even when he came out the game, Jaren was piped up. Everybody was piped up at that moment, and they went on to, I think they was up by 12 at halftime, and then they go blow the floodgates off after halftime because he's back out there. Well, second half was a different story. But what I'm saying is, like, you got to understand that when we're in certain moments of the game, you got to know just
who to play and how to play. Yeah.
But no, and this didn't go on Twitter, so I'm not going to say too much. But in a group chat, I got a picture of Taylor Jenkins, the little sheet that he be having over there.
Yeah.
This wasn't a meme, bro. Like, this was a clear as day picture. Somebody just had a good ass camera and zoomed in on it. And it pissed me off because it was preset rotations. And it was plays for said rotations. And my thing is this: when we in certain games and whatever's happening, you really can just throw that hoe to the second row and start coaching from what you see. And
send me that picture, by the way. I gotta see that picture. Send me that picture.
This ain't a meme. This ain't edited. Like, this is a real picture from tonight. Somebody was at the game. It blew my mind. I said, "No, bro. No."
That explains it. That explains why he's so presidential with his rotations and all that, because
it didn't have time on there. It didn't have time, but it had names preset, and I'm just like, no, bro.
Different games, different games, deem different matchups and different fields you need. Like,
yep.
Like just for example, I know hindsight 2020 because Edey got hurt. There is no reason. My brother just texted me, send me that picture. My brother just said I got you, Ed. I'm gonna remind Chris after the show. But
man.
For example, Jokic didn't play tonight. There is no good and dang reason. You have a 7'4" behemoth on the bench not starting this game, and the best player in the league, Nikola Jokic, is not playing.
Right.
Like you keep bringing it up, and I bring it up too. When we drafted Zach, and Zach was like, "Oh, we're not gonna adjust to other people; we're gonna adjust to us." That was the most bull jive thing I've heard Zach Kleiman say during his whole tenure as the Memphis Grizzlies general manager.
He's a liar, bro. Habitually,
straight up, like he just straight up lied to everybody's face because
that's a word.
Yeah, habitually is a word. Like
habitually. Okay, yeah.
Habitually. Nah, you forgot like two syllables in there. Anyway, anyway, like I like in that's and now we can transition into the Edey topic. I really want to talk about that because I know he got hurt, but I still want to talk about it. Mm-hmm. The fact that Edey's playing so well, facts, Melvin. Sports is, especially basketball, is not a complicated game. I think football is way more complicated than basketball. And even football, I feel like sometimes they're like, hey, let's get this man the ball.
Nerds, bro. Nerds that they have not played or were not good when they played. It's just like a video game. I'm gonna try to figure out a cheat code so I can win. Like, bro, it really comes down to just playing, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro. My bad.
But like the fact that Edey's played so well, and I wanted you to title this segment handicap. Like I feel like Edey's being handicapped. Like he's playing with one arm behind his back. Because the fact that every time we have a favorable matchup, we're not going to him. We're using him in spot minutes, and he's still playing so well. That's a testament how good he is, how good he can be.
Yep.
Because you see a game where we may be playing a team that goes small. We're not using Edey, and I get on paper why, but they still have to deal with a 7'4" guy that can run the floor.
Yep.
Like I get, they say, oh, they could use him in switches, but they also have to come into the paint to lay the ball up on him. And yeah, he gives them some layups. It's gonna happen, but he also affects a lot more shots than he gives up.
Way more.
Like, and people not really get. People just look at the stat sheet, how many blocks he had. I wish there was a stat just shots affected. I wish the NBA or analytics can make up that stat because I swear he'll be at the top of the league in that. People are not trying.
But then the nerds would try to sound smart though. Like, just watch the game. That's all you got to do is watch it.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the fact that he's playing so well while being handicapped, that just shows that the fact Jenkins doesn't have his finger on the button of this team like he thinks he does. Because, like, exactly, either you hoop or you can't, or you just know the game. You don't even got to be hooping. Either you know the game or you don't.
Yep.
I feel like not Edey. Jenkins knows basketball, but he doesn't understand basketball. No, switch that. No, he understands basketball, but he doesn't know basketball. You get what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't.
He researched it. He did a paper.
Yeah, he did a paper on it, but he ain't really watching it to get the feel of the game. So there's no way that Edey gave us a thumbs up. Wasn't ice bath. That's good. Hey, Dotson, that's good. Good to know. Good to know.
Appreciate it, bro.
So I see it. I still don't expect him to play next game just for precautionary reason, but that's very good to know.
For sure.
That's very good because he wrote it twice. I'm surprised he came back the first time, honestly. I'm surprised they let him come back the first time. Then he wrote it again. It just looked like he just overused it. Just he tried to fill it out because he didn't buckle. If you look at the video, his leg didn't buckle. It was just weird. Like he kind of just gave out. Like it was weird. But I don't think it was like no.
Bro, did you notice how quiet the arena was?
The arena got everybody was like, oh everybody.
You heard him literally like clear on TV. I'm like, bro, what?
Because everybody's like, nah, the whole arena had PTSD. Like, because on some weird stuff like that. He didn't fall in on his foot that time. He just planted the wrong way and his foot just, Anyway, Tyloo, I agree. Tyloo's one of the best coaches in the league. I agree with that.
But this is what's messed up about what you said, Clay. You want to know who's the one coach that gave Taylor Jenkins the compliment that he is the like one of the best, if not the top in-game adjustment maker? It was Tyloo. And for that, all intents and purposes, that made Tyloo's credibility for me kind of go down a little bit. Because, like, bro, you a champion. LeBron or not, you're a champion. You know ball, you play ball.
LeBron had some.
He just ain't making no in-game adjustments.
No,
never.
He's not. And I just really don't understand, like, what do they want to see from Edey for him to prove that he's y'all got Smoothie King for the Pelicans squad. This is the other team I cover.
It was quiet, bro.
Yeah.
Good God.
Like real talk. Like I don't get what they because he like they say in the pregame that Jenkins told Edey that no matter if he starts, he may be starting, he may be coming off the bench, or he still has to be effective. I get that, but what is he not doing? Like, what is he not doing? Like he's averaging in the last few games, he's averaging 13 and a half, excluding this game because he got hurt, and dang near a double-double on 65% shooting. What more does he have to do?
I hope so, Vaughn.
I hope so. And now he has the confidence, to shoot threes now. The only thing I would ask for Edey, and I don't want to just sing his praises so much, he has to be quick with the ball in his hands. Like there's a few times he get blocks from behind because he drops the ball
straight up.
Just go keep the ball high. That's the one thing he does very bad. He wants to put the ball on. And other thing, he needs to develop a post spin off the left shoulder because everything he does is that post hook. It's effective because he's 7'4" and not a lot of guys can block it. But they be forcing him to the help side. He just can't spin off that left shoulder. He needs a bigger bag, but that's gonna come with development. That's gonna come with getting reps.
If you keep playing him, he get reps. Yeah, thank you.
But if you keep, we are on the same page. But you get that by keep playing him, but just use him in spot minutes, he doesn't get into a rhythm. But he's still being effective when he doesn't have a rhythm. So let the young man hoop, bro. Like it just pisses me off that like I just see like, yo, Edey hasn't played in 10 minutes. It's the end of the second quarter. Edey still ain't got in the game yet. Or he ain't got his second spurt in the game yet.
Right.
I just don't understand it because when he's in the game, he's affecting the game positively.
Mm-hmm.
He just is. So I think that's a testament to how good Edey is. Because the fact he's playing with different lineups. He's playing in garbage time sometimes. He gets touches. He's done gets. I really can't be mad at the team for not finding him because now they're finding him now. The team is actively trying to get this man the ball. So really can't even blame the team no more because the players see that he's effective.
Right.
So I just really wish I could ask Jenkins, what more does he have to do to show that he is an effective player? He is undoubtedly should be starting every game, or at least should be playing north of 20 to 21 minutes a game. I say 25, honestly. I say he should play at least 20. I say 25. That's just me though.
Mm-hmm.
He should be playing north of 25 minutes a game. So if he's doing everything he's doing, imagine what his true shooting and his. I know his plus. You talked about last. He's plus 36 minutes. Got to be through the roof. I know. We talked about that.
Like 21 and 12 or 20 and 12, something like that. Like,
you telling me he can't average? He averaged 25 minutes. You tell me he can't average 12 and 9, 12 and 10, 13 and 10. Like,
and that's easy. Rookie of the year, bro. But that goes. I want to go on Clay's question about the plus minus, and that goes to all the guys right now. Jenkins' rotations and lack thereof when it comes to playing them guys a certain amount of minutes every night. I'll be honest. I didn't think Jaren was gonna get all NBA or DPOY this year anyway, right? Because I was
get all-star though.
I didn't think but the thing is, I think for his next contract, he had to hit one of those two benchmarks.
Incentives, yeah.
So I didn't think he was gonna get those anyway. But you're literally killing any possibility of that because you won't play this man 35 plus minutes a night. Ja coming back getting MVP, all NBA, whatever you know what I'm saying, whatever award Ja want to put his name on. We know if Ja Morant go out there and play basketball, he can get it. Fact. But you playing this man 20, 25 minutes, he's not playing enough to get there. When you talk about guys that somebody said in my comments, bro, they said the reason why on top of the stupid stuff that's been going on lately on, people just don't like him because of the gun stuff, whatever. But this is why people try to say that other players are better than Ja. It ain't nobody in their right frame of mind is going to sit there and say that 25, 26, 27 point guards are better than Ja Morant in the NBA.
Yeah, no.
Steph and shit.
Luka, and that's pretty much it.
And I don't count him. You know how I give it about Luka. Like, yeah. So, like, you can't put too many in front of him, but because he's playing 25 minutes and De'Aaron Fox playing 38 minutes and he putting up 60-point games, De'Aaron done passed Ja. What, man? Like,
no. LaMelo passing Ja because LaMelo putting up 30-something a game and all that. Like, nah, bro.
The narrative can get switched so fast because your coach, Desmond Bain, he ain't gonna make All-Star because he getting capped off 25 minutes a game. He can't hit enough stats to get there.
What do you say with these guys for? That's we can put they want to pay Supermax, so they don't want to pay that Supermax. So now you got politics.
I don't even want to. I pray that ain't it. I pray that's not, because you create a toxic. Forget the fan base. You create a toxic locker room if If that's like what they believe is going on,
yeah, that's whack. That's whack. If that is the case, then that means the players can feel Twitter he's gonna W. Facts, TJ. If that is Clay, if that is the case, then they're gonna lose the locker room, and the players gonna be feeling, oh, so y'all don't want us to eat for real. We busting our ass for y'all every game, but y'all want to keep us under this cap, so y'all don't gotta pay out y'all bread. That's I hope crazy. That isn't the case, but if that is the case, that's a recipe for disaster. Not just for this season, for the organizational period.
No stars the whole going. Next gen movement. You'll kill.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like it'll be rap. So I hope you're wrong, Clay. I honestly hope you're wrong.
I pray you wrong.
Was he?
I want to hear what he said about this real quick. So for the month of November, he's averaging a plus 11.1 right now. That's his average. In our loss, now we lost to the Golden State Warriors. He was a plus 14.
Bro.
Tonight he was a plus 4. He only played like 13, 14 minutes, but I'm just going to go back from the Warriors all the way to the first game we played this month. Plus 14, plus 12, plus 23, plus 5, plus 4, plus 5, plus 15. And we have lost 3 of those games that I just went down. So even in the losses, he still is a positive on the court. Bro, people, when we in basketball, you're not going to be perfect every play. You're going to have missteps. You're going to have plays where people get past you. People going to hit a shot in your face. People going to dunk on your ass. Like, it's basketball. It's going to happen. But what are you doing outside of those couple of plays where, like, you're maximizing your time on the floor? Zach Edey's doing it, and you're not giving them opportunity to grow on it, bro. I just don't understand it at all. Every single time, Clay. Every time. Ain't been a negative since beginning of the last month.
And it seems like the guys want him on the floor. Like, it's a different.
It make it easier.
It does. I'm not even talking about the crowd. Yes, the crowd wants to see Edey. I'm not even talking about that. But I'm talking about when he's on the floor, the energy of the team boosts. The guys are trying to find him. The guys seem to be locked in defensively because every guy that plays basketball knows this. I was a guard. Me and Cruz are guards. We can play more aggressive defensively if we know we got a dog on our backside that's swatting everything. At least gonna try to change everything.
Right. I can get beat. That's fine.
I can get beat. I can gamble. I can do all that.
But I know
I got but if I know I got a 7'4" dude behind me, plus Jaren Jackson Jr., former defensive player of the year, you can do like it's just a positive for the team overall. The energy looks better, the offense looks better, the defense looks better. It just everything on the court looks better. The only thing you can say is maybe he can't run in transition as fast. Okay, I'm sorry, he's not 7'4" and a gazelle. Like, but he can still rim.
He's running the floor better than Jaren, and folks don't want to admit that.
Yeah, like he still rim runs. He runs rim to rim. He gets position, puts his hand up like every time. Like he is great. He has great situational awareness of where he is on the floor. You never see him get a 3 in the key call. You never see him just clogging up the paint. He knows how to move his body. He's 14 games in. We ain't got the game 20 yet. But yeah, you still putting handcuffs on this dude because he's why? Because he's a rookie. Like he's been playing
team too.
He's been playing high level basketball for dang near his whole serious basketball life. When he got good at IMG, they threw him in the deep end. He was playing on national high school stages. We all know what he did in high school. I mean, not in high school. You know what he did at Purdue. 2-time National Player of the Year, NCAA tournament, Final Four, all that. Then White Mad Team did the same thing Evan talking about. History shows it. Like you right, man. Like history shows what you should do. We had these type of guys. But I don't want to squander a season because TJ is scared to let the boy run. Like when you got a horse, you gotta let a horse run, bro. Like it's simple as that. Like we got a lot of horses on this team, and I'm not trying to be on the fire Jenkins train because I'm not trying to have that conversation tonight. But I think y'all know how me and Chris feel. I think
I'm pooped. I can't say it no other way, bro. I'm sorry.
Like I think y'all know how me and Chris feel, but if he is the coach for the future, because I know there's nothing. I don't know if you heard Tuesday, if we win, he'll be the winningest coach in Grizzlies history.
Let him get it and fire his ass that night.
That'd be terrible. That would be terrible.
And they did to my man, the Dwayne
Casey. They got coach of the year. They fired him. Anyway, if this is the guy, because he is the winningest coach wins wise, I'm not talking about the best coach because that's a different conversation. I'm not going to talk about that tonight because I don't believe he's the best coach. But if he is the winningest coach in history, it's the stats show, and y'all believe he is the guy, tell him to let the boys cook, let the boys run. We have been more successful when we let our best players play. And I get he has a task on his hand. He still hasn't had a whole healthy roster in 2 years. We understand that. I am sorry. My bad, Taylor Jenkins. But being that don't mean that's not an excuse to handicap the team and have your safety. He playing with safety wheels, bro. We playing with training wheels, bro. No, I'm not trying to get mad. They just came away. We're playing with training wheels right now, bro. Like, why are we playing with training wheels when we're trying to win a championship? This is the Western Conference. This gen is super competitive, and then we're playing with training wheels because you scared for what? Yep. Like, bro, it makes. I'm not trying to get mad, but it pisses me off when I really think about these things because we have such good players. We have a 7'4". I don't even know what to call him. Like, just a specimen that is ready, that's competitive, is not negatively affecting the game, knows how to play basketball. He's still learning to play basketball. He's so good already, but yeah, you want to let him hoop. And the guys on the team, your best player wants to play with him. Your best player, Ja Morant, JaVale Morant, loves to play with Zach Edey. You can see when he's on the court. He's constantly talking to him on the court and off the court. When you're bumped with all the other guys saying, when your best player is saying this and is showing this, why don't you feed into that? Because everybody knows Ja's the head of the snake. What Ja says goes with every Ja is the head. It trickles down from him. So when your best freaking player is telling you this, when your best freaking teller is telling you this, what more do you need to see? And that's all I really want to know, bro. What more do you want to see to show you that this man is who we think he is? I'm done, bro. Like, I had to pop off for a second because I just got mad.
It's normally me, but I'm glad.
I got mad because that shit just pissed me off, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like,
you go into this last offseason, this summer, and everybody know it ain't even about what you said. Everybody know that your drastic need to address was center.
Mm-hmm.
And I was saying before we got Edey to still go get you another big to sure it up. They didn't do that. They said we're gonna get this number 9 pick. We're gonna bring in Edey, and that's who we rolling with. They came into the season, especially now that Sunday playing wing. They came into the season with Edey, Jaren, and BC as your bigs, and obviously they converted J Huff. But like, bro, and the way you treating Edey right now, like that don't bode well for the playoffs. The way that you treating Edey, he's gotta. For one, he got to get in as much conditioning as possible because he's not going to get better in transition or whatever excuse you making for him that's not true. He's not going to get better in it if you only paying him 14, 15 minutes a game. But like, you made the decision. You basically pushed all cards on the table and said, we're going all in with Edey. Then you get in the season. It's like, no, I'm not sure. And bro, I don't know. It don't make no sense. I don't have a rant at all because you already did what you had to do. The only thing that I would say to those, because I'm tired of people coming to my mentions trying to get me to break down the same thing about Jenkins. The thing with coaching is this, bro. Your job, the reason that let me address one false narrative. The coach is not very important to a team. They don't really do much for a team.
Bull job.
If that was the case, they would not pay them 8 to 9 figures, or was it 7 to 8 figures?
7 to 8. I'm like 8 to 9 is kind of crazy.
My bad.
7
My bad. Ain't nobody got a 9-figure deal yet. At least not annually. I was meaning annually, but they getting paid 7 to 8 figures annually.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody just throwing away money for something that don't matter or ain't that important. Like, coaching matters, bro. You see these teams that let their coach go and actually get somebody that's fit for that group. You see the change. You see what's happening in Cleveland right now. Shout out to JB, because JB, said I think Jaren and his team as a whole would be better off if JB stayed here instead of getting moved off for Taylor Jenkins that first year. But it is what it is. But coaching does matter. Anybody tells you that narrative, like, stop. That's cap, and they wouldn't have them if that was the case. I'm on record saying if LeBron James had a Phil Jackson-esque coach, he would be well past Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant with championships. Look who he's literally has brought across finish lines. Like, let's stop, bro. Let's stop with that. So, but yeah, your job as a coach, bro, is to basically manage the game and not lose the game. I don't want to hear about guys ain't making shots because guess what? It's basketball. Shots are gonna go in, they're gonna go out. That just happens. But if you're not making shots, thank you, Evan. You adjust your game. And the good thing or the different thing from you as Taylor Jenkins as any other coach in the NBA, you got 2 7+ footers that you can go into the paint and take advantage from damn near every single team in the league on any given night. So if the shot ain't falling, yes, I understand 3 is more than 2, but guess what? 2 is more than no 3s. like 2 is better than 0.
Especially against stops too.
Yeah.
If you play both of them together, you get better stops. But I'm gonna shut up.
Like I hate that people keep saying, "Oh, 3s is better than 2s." Yeah, but if we keep shooting the 3s and they don't go in, guess what? They shooting 3s. They getting 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 20, 21, whatever, and we only got 5 because we hit 1 3 and 1 2. Like, stop, bro. Like, play grit and grind. Play to Ja's strength. Play to Edey's strength. Play to Jaren's strength. And if we start so happen to hit shots that night, that's a bonus. But this whole like, I'm gonna make excuses on the players because they ain't hitting shots, bro. Every team, Clay in here, the Golden State Warriors don't have hot shooting nights every night. They don't. Shit, 9 times out of 10 they probably do, but not every night. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be cold sometime.
Last thing, we're gonna get off. 2 things. Well, 2 things. This team's success this year is not gonna be predicated on how well we shoot the 3 ball. We're not built like that. Mm-mm. We're not. We're being built on defense, transition, and just overall team depth, just wearing guys down. Those are our 3 calling cards this year. If y'all think I'm wrong, please respond to me right now. Tell me. In my opinion, those are our 3 best features of our team.
I'm with you.
Feed into that. And this my second point goes to my first one. If you be 10 toes or not be 10 toes. And right now, I feel like Jenkins about 8, about 7. If you really 10 toes, let these cats do what they should do and manage it and do not lose us games. Because there's been a few games where Jenkins has lost us this year because he was too scared to play certain guys. Well, yeah, last game with Golden State, we didn't see Vince, Bain, Smart, Tripp, and Edey play to the last 5 minutes of the game or last 6, 7 minutes of the game.
4.5.
4.5 minutes.
The game was already over, bro. Like,
and then we made that BS run, and to see that we lost by 5, really got blew up by 20 because Jenkins didn't know how to play the right guys, and it looked better because we actually put our best players on the floor the last 5 minutes of the game. So you see what happened. It was
cover the spread. That's it.
Like, real talk. Like, we really got blew out that game. Like, the game wasn't that competitive. It just looked like that.
Mm-hmm.
So being all 10 toes is playing that group I just mentioned 2 quarters before. That's what I mean being all 10 toes. Like saying, hey, if I'm a live on my sword or die on my sword. And die on my sword means if I'm putting these best guys out there and we lose, cool. But don't be scared to pull your sword out because you afraid you're gonna lose the fight. You see what I'm saying? Like,
no other team does what we do, bro. No other team is bringing back their $200 million man and their former DPOY and their number 9 pick in the most recent draft that has been the favorite for Rookie of the Year the whole goddamn season so far. You're not bringing them off the bench on national TV to look right, to look smart. Like, they just don't. That's not smart. Eric Spoelstra wouldn't do that, bro. Mike Malone wouldn't do that. Steve Kerr damn sure wouldn't do it. Throw any other NBA. Ty Lue wouldn't do it. So why we doing it? You wouldn't bring Ja off the bench. I know you did that one time, but even that was stupid. But Ja, I think, requested that because of the situation. Like, bro, stop trying to be smarter than everybody in the room. You and your fans. I'm so tired of him and his fans. Like, I ain't never seen a coach have fans like this. This is so weird.
Nah, basketball ain't hard, bro. And this one thing, and this came out. This is the one time I'm gonna disagree with J. Cole said. J. Cole had a lyric in his last song, Portonio, and said 3 strength, pace, defense, depth, paint presence. I agree with you, David. Pretty much what I said. Like, pretty much, I agree. J. Cole said our coach is in Toronto.
Well, you missed it.
He said, J. Cole said, just because I don't shoot the gun, don't mean it's not deadly. Don't go. That's how Jenkins feel. That's how Jenkins feel. I don't want to hear that, Jenkins. You said, oh, I got so many players because that's why I didn't play. No, shoot your gun, bro. Like, shoot it. Like, if you got all these bullets in your chamber, bro, let them just fly. And if you lose, bro, if you get nicked one time, oh well.
Jenkins, like, he could come out and say he ain't no killer, but don't push him. Then he get his ass slapped.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's nothing even happen when he gets slapped. Like, come on,
like, bro. Like, if you say you like that, bro, if you think you're that coach, then show it, bro. And it just to me and Chris, bro, you ain't showing us now. You saying all these things about what you see, what you liking, what you seeing, and yada yada, but we don't see the product getting put out on the court. We're losing games to teams we shouldn't be losing. We're putting lineups on the floor that shouldn't be on the floor together. We're getting guys playing over other guys. Like, I didn't like that last game. Jalen Raver got in. That Luke Kennard got in before Vince Williams last game. I don't care if this is Vince Williams' first game or not. There's no scenario where Luke Kennard should be getting in before Vince Williams. I don't care.
You know that's happening. That's all he knows is politic ball.
I don't care who Luke Kennard is. I don't care how much you paid him last year. There is no ride or true reason why Vince Williams should not be the second, first, or third guy off the bench. I am sorry. Like, there is no way, bro.
I'm with you.
But yeah, he getting the same time.
You know when you go to open gym and you got down, and then somebody just walk in, you already got your 5, but somebody comes to bro, let me go wrong with you. Jenkins the one that he gonna get his 5 took from him every time. Matter of fact, by the time it get done, Jenkins gonna not be playing next game because he been trying to politic on the bench. Like, it's ridiculous, bro. Vaughn, you right.
He done pissed off. That's fact. I ain't trying to be. Well, Jaco did. She was gonna risk it, but took it back. Don't get me. We ain't got to bring that conversation up again because me and Chris go all day about that one.
Man.
But yeah, bro, like, all I'm saying is, bro, if we got all these dogs, bro, let the dogs eat, bro. And that's true. That Edey the first one, because Edey's been my favorite player this year, of course, outside of Ja and all that. But Edey, because I've been wanting Edey to eat, and it just makes me mad that they're not letting him play. And that goes to a lot of guys, but Edey for me at the top of that list for the guys that have been disrespected the most.
I'm with you. Oh man, that's it. It's been a good episode, bro. So good episode. How many games we got this week?
That's a good question.
I already know what I'm about to say, but I just want to know who we play.
You better not be wrong again, because you
I'm gonna be wrong.
Out here.
But I'm a jinx y'all. I'm a jinx us.
We got the Nuggets on Tuesday. We got the 76ers on Wednesday. Then the Bulls. We got 3 games this week before we talk again.
We're going 0-3.
this Negro just said.
This Negro
just said,
we're going winless. Winless this week.
Oh, you're funny.
Hey, I'm tired of being wrong. I be 0-0, 3-1, and we cover this month. So no, we're going
you had
defeated. And when we come back 3-0, y'all welcome. But I'm picking 0-3.
You have been wrong every one of our weeks, and I just think that is
week.
very funny. You've been wrong every single time we've done a prediction. So I'm gonna disagree, and I'm gonna say 2-1. Because I feel like Jokic we shouldn't lose his sandwiches again. If we lose to the Bulls again, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh my gosh, we shouldn't. Nah, we need to get back on Chicago. I'm sorry, bro. Like 76ers, I don't care if Joel Embiid playing. We're still a better team than them, top to bottom. So I'm gonna just say 2-1. That's what I'm gonna say.
I know what I'm thinking, but I'm saying on wax 0-3. So y'all do it.
Reverse psychology. Put 2 and 2 together.
Damn,
we should
2-10, bro. This is awesome.
Saying the Sixers are terrible. Is Joel Embiid still out? Did he play last game? Was he still hurt?
He ain't doing back to backs. I know that.
So did Paul George? I ain't been watching him. I don't know if Paul George back. I thought he was back. I thought I saw him play a game or 2.
We low key got an easy little schedule coming up, especially if Jokic don't play again, because the Sixers, Bulls, Trailblazers, Pistons, Pelicans is man. They got it work. No, they don't. We had it bad last year, but yeah,
we had a notes app, bro. You can't tell me nothing, bro. Like we had a notes app injury report. I'm sorry, bro. Like it happens. Like we're like 8th in the West right now, and I get seeding don't matter that much right now, but we still need to get positioned the best way we can. I still stand on that.
Yeah. I think we're gonna be all right this week, bro. Sain said if he had to predict it to be, Ja be back in. I think what he say by the end of the week.
Yeah, by the end of the week. So hopefully by Chicago, basically. So this coming out on Monday. So hopefully Ja Morant will be returning. We'll see worst case scenario in Chicago against the Bulls on Saturday.
And look, I ain't mad if he don't come back till the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday. I wouldn't be mad at that. But again, he know what his body on. Like I said, that man got some kind of super serum blood or something. I don't know what it is. He's healing fast, bro.
He a super soldier. He needs to give Edey something. Well, Hey, if whatever I need to get that guy's dots. I need to get his Twitter so I can follow him. If what we say is true, Edey should not be down for that long. We know our coaches now, of course, our sports medicine staff like to hold guys a little longer than they should. So hopefully, but Edey seems to be a tough guy, bro. He seems to want to play if he wants to be out there. So hopefully, he listens to his body and he's healthy. So he's not down for that long because I know they said Cam Spencer, he's doing 5-5 now. I know Gigi said he's out the boot now. That's good news. Like we're slowly but surely overall coming together. So it's just one player at a time. Hopefully Edey not out for too long. I'm gonna say Edey may be out for a week or two. That's what I'm gonna say. Knowing our sportsmen, I'm gonna say a week or two.
Just stop the goofy ass time management, bro. Because it's clearly like it's not changing anything. It's
clearly like they have basketball. Like
look how Edey failed and hurt himself, bro. Like it ain't helping shit. Like just play these dudes.
Like this finger, you see this finger how it goes in like that. I dislocated this joint like years ago, and it's swollen. It'll never go back to normal. That's just through basketball.
My ring finger the same way.
Like it'll never be. Like I was playing basketball and the ball came in the ball, dislocated my finger, and the guy snapped out of place. Like it happens. Like that's basketball. Yeah. These guys are forever better than me and Chris was. Even we understand that happens with basketball. These professional athletes, they've been playing basketball their whole life.
Right.
It happens. Don't put restraints on because you scared they gonna hurt. Ja Morant got hurt off a free accident, got a live throw, got taken out there. Desmond Bain hurt his oblique because he ran into somebody. Marcus Smart was dribbling down the court. Marcus Smart was simply dribbling down the court.
Yep.
Twisted somebody. So, bro,
I'm gonna end on
the dogs eat, bro.
2019, we traded away Marc Gasol.
Mm-hmm.
We traded away. Well, this happened after the fact, but we traded away Marc Gasol. He ended up going to win a championship. But that whole season, that team was injured. I want to say that was the last time that before last season we were super duper injured. All these guys were coming through the lineup and all that.
It was 2018, yeah.
2018. I bet.
Yeah, 2018. Yeah.
But the basketball gods blessed us, or Adam Silver, whichever way you want to look at it. Blessed us with the number 2 pick because we went out there every single night and competed, bro. Like we went out there, Memphis was cheering. I know me, I was like, oh, Bruno Caboclo is Rudy Gay up next. Oh shit. And he fizzled out because Taylor Jenkins ugly ass. Anyway, they had a wing playing center. Anyway, but yeah, bro, like the basketball guys blessed us with the number 2 pick. And look what beautiful, like conceptual thing like happened because of that. Yep. So stop trying to cheat the game. Stop trying to be smarter than the game. The game is going to bless the Grizzlies in whatever that is owed. Like we were the number 2 pick back-to-back seasons. It's because we was out there playing ball, bro, even through our injuries. Yeah. Like just go out there, let them dudes hoop. Let them do what God blessed them and gave them the ability to do. And then let the chips fall where they may. But you can't play God. You can't. So stop trying, bro. Stop trying, please. Absolutely, TJ. Us and New Orleans. He said, y'all both get the next generation and then took them all away from us.
Because they both got hurt. Oh, my gosh.
Damn you, Adam Silver. You bald head, thumb, head ass.
I just thought of a random player that came in that era. Do you remember who Xavier Mumford was, bro? Do you remember him? Xavier Mumford?
Grizzlies, yep.
We had a lot of like obscene players that played for us during that time. We had a lot of like random old dudes. Like I don't know why that name just popped in my head. But I just remember dude was hooping against the Warriors at one time, and him and Lance Stevens was a starting backcourt against the 2016, 2017 prime Warriors. And I don't know why we had Jordan Farmer on that team. We had Lance Stevenson, Xavier Mumford.
Joakim Noah was still with us right then, wasn't he? He still Joakim. He wasn't playing. He was hurt.
We had Deontay Davis,
Tyree,
Ivan Rabb, Tyreek Evans. That was dope. Having Tyree back in the city. That was a very weird time to be a Grizzly. Damn, that voice crack was crazy. That was a very weird time to be a Grizzly fan. Very weird time.
That's why I don't get too up and too down about this shit. I understand our expectations, but yeah, I would much rather deal with this than go back to that. I'm sorry.
Nah, that's facts.
That was basketball purgatory, and that shit wasn't fun at all.
Nah, that shit was terrible.
At all. Well, man, we appreciate y'all being with us, man. We had 1,100 live viewers, listeners, watchers on Twitter tonight. Again, this is premiering on YouTube on Monday. Just wanted to do something, shake it up a little bit different. Like I said, it wasn't really any too much post game activity going on Twitter. So just knock out two birds in one stone. But we appreciate everybody that came in here and kicked it with us all night long. Those that catch the replay, those that popped in, popped out, man. Again, appreciate y'all tapping in with us on YouTube. You still can comment, still want to hear from you, your thoughts on everything that we talked about today. Like, share, all of that good stuff. And yeah, man, we just hold on, man. Just hold on. Just hold on. That's all I can say.
I'm coming.
Yeah. There you go. You know I'm clipping this up. I'm clipping this up and sending it to you. I got to.
Please do. Oh yeah, Chris, tell them what time we uploading tomorrow.
I believe I gotta talk to Kenny, man, but I think this is what I'm feeling. This is
we playing with a new time, y'all. We playing with a new time.
I think our new time is gonna be later in the day because a lot of people are getting off work. You know, they not primed in around 12 noon, even though you can't catch the replay. But we liked kind of what happened last week with that. So I'm gonna talk with Kenny and we probably gonna be switching to that, but I want to get his permission. First, before I just, throw that out there. He'd be like, hell no, y'all go back to 3 or 12 or 1.
What y'all doing? I ain't tell y'all to do that. Damn,
I ain't trying to mess the algorithm up. My bad.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, be on the lookout for that. Just to be a little bit more of a, late night radio type thing when you on your way home from work, driving or whatever. Y'all let us know in the comments, how y'all feel about that as well. But that's all we got, man. Evan, you got anything before we get out of here?
Nah, I don't got another post game bounce coming up until next Sunday. Not this coming Sunday, but next Sunday. So, that's pretty much it, though. Yeah, it's pretty much it for me, bro. Cool, everything straight. Cool. Everything we good. We good.
Hey, appreciate snags. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Just let y'all know. Is this this the last weekend? No, next weekend. Never mind. I was like, this last weekend that me and Chris will not meet in person, but I was premature. That'd be next weekend. That'd be next weekend. That'll be next week's show.
So, your ass still can't drink, man. Golly, you want to come up to the crib or something. You little sip or something.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
All right, Papa Hayes, I ain't trying to get them drunk, man. Just a little cooler or something.
Something like that. Mama and Papa Hayes, they'll be all right.
We'll give them some wine. At church they give them the wine. Well, it be
exactly,
but it's supposed to be wine.
It's wine. It's
hey,
okay,
bro, I went to. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm sorry. We went to some church. I ain't gonna even go through the backstory. But we went to some church we had never been before for a New Year's service, probably about 10 years ago. Me and my wife had just got together. And this preacher, his whole sermon for the New Year's service was damn near talking down his congregation, talking about how they was judging too much, and was advocating, talking about even Jesus turned up. This was his exact word. Jesus turned up too. He turned water into wine. Jesus turned up too. And I was like,
what church was you
I
at?
mess with it, but I won't be back here.
Man, you was at
keeping it real, but no.
You was at the Greater First Mount Moriah First Christian Church Baptist East or something.
I tell you the street. I tell you the exact street when we get out here. But it's out in East Memphis. I don't even know if he's still the pastor. That man caught that.
Couldn't be. No, it was a late night service. It was late. People had
it was a morning jump. It was
a morning service. Late on New Year's. It wasn't even the 12 o'clock midnight service.
He could have been hung over, man. I don't know.
He could have been. He probably had the wine. Probably had the wine in the office. Probably. He told his wife, "Hey, honey, put a little something in my." You know how the people having a little cup over there.
It wasn't that mug. Mad dog in the church. Mad dog.
Nah. But you can't be the black church, bro. We love our black churches, bro. Man, we love our black churches. Black churches will love on you. You learn to mess in black churches. You fellowship with people. You eat some good food sometimes. Like you can't.
Sister, brother, not sister and brother. Y'all got to understand the terminology.
Yeah.
Church members,
church members
on
messing with each other.
It's a Tyler Perry show.
No, real talk. One of my I ain't gonna say the church that I used to go to. One of my pastors, he got fired because they thought he was gay. Real talk, he got fired. They thought he was gay. So and then it came out that he cheated on his wife. So like it was kind of confusing. So like he was there for like if people that know me.
Are you talking too much? I know what church you talking about. Can you stop?
How you know it? Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Because I know.
You from Memphis, so I forget.
Man, you tripping, bro.
And ain't the church I go to now, y'all. So y'all can, if y'all know me, y'all can put two and two together.
That story, it's only one story that came out like that in the last 10 years, bro. You tripping.
I don't go to that church no more. I don't associate with that church no more. I go to Oak Grove Missionary Baptist Church. And I love Pastor Johnson and his wife. They are lovely people. I don't go to that.
Get some dirt on Pastor Johnson.
I love
Pastor out there. You better stop.
He's all right, able to get that book too.
Yeah, my camera don't even want to talk to you no more. Boy, you tripping. Boy. And have a blessed week.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the Grizzlies fans out there. Shout out to everybody came to chat. Shout out to Sain for coming and kicking with us for the first part of the show. We're gonna get out of here before we say something else crazy to get us canceled in trouble. Put somebody else.
The church association, the Black Church Association in Memphis gonna come.
Thank you, TJ. He tripping, ain't it?
You know. So everybody just knew about my church then when I was young. All right, cool. I didn't know it was that big.
Everybody know that was a big story. Matter of fact, the biggest messiest dude in the city was talking about it. That is Matthews. Everybody know about it.
I was young when I was, so I guess I didn't really understand the whole scope of the whole jump when it was going on. So I guess that's me showing my age for real.
That man got to show hot. You got to show hot at night, bro. You tripping?
Dad, I don't even know if dude preaching no more. I really don't know. I don't know if dude preaching no more.
He is. I ain't gonna tell you. Okay. Yeah, he is.
Cause I don't know if he's still in Memphis no more. I don't know nothing about it. I ain't seen
all
since.
All that.
Cause me and my folks, we said, "Nah, we gotta get out of here." That's what we started.
Now, let me just preface this: you being gay and a pastor, I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's not the reason why I'm telling. That's not my reason for telling Evan to be quiet. It's just the fact that this story is too well known to be out here like, this little small nippy church. No, just
the whole city know that.
Everybody knows.
I'm really showing my age for real. That's crazy. I'm really showing my age for real, bro. Cause I used to go to that church. That's all I gotta say.
That is Evan. Evan, give him your socials, your name.
My social security number.
That was not me. I ain't talking about that.
Speaking of social media, y'all, I think I'm shadow banned on Twitter, y'all, because I'm losing followers and y'all not messing with me no more. So y'all gotta get me right. Hey, put the Twitter junk down there, because I feel like I'm shadow banned because y'all not rock with me no more.
Hey,
rock with us.
Boy, right now. One person right now. Be just so kind to follow my guy.
Because I went to like $4.99. I was like, dang, I was like at $5.20 something. And then it's just y'all start.
I told you them porn bots, bro. They came through. Got all the porn bots up. They did a sweep. Feds came through. So all them porn bots that came through. I lost a two. I lost a two. I had about a 30 followers.
I ain't getting no likes no more. Y'all ain't commenting. Y'all ain't. I'm like, dang, bro. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, dog. I'm just saying. So, right. But clearly, y'all see.
Melvin put up a nasty tweet earlier, but I ain't gonna talk about it.
See, look at that, Melvin Bird right there. Gave me the follow. Appreciate you, man of your word, bro. I appreciate you. So yeah, as y'all can see, when it's late, me and Chris start. Usually it's Chris the one as well. So I guess we switched roles today, and I was one that was tweaking.
He drove whatever on his tooth surgery, but I'm really I'm chilling.
I guess I was the one that got hooked on whatever the night juice that we be having. It's water in here, y'all. It's water in here. Y'all gotta worry about me. It's water. It's water. It's water in here. I drink water. I'm an athlete. I gotta drink water all the time. So let's end the show because we all over. Let's end the show.
Yeah. We is tripping. Hey man, y'all tripping. Do something to make you feel good this week. Do something to make you happy. Something to put a smile on your face. And we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna get through this Grizzly thing, man. We'll see y'all next week. Don't know if it's gonna be at 12 noon, maybe, but we might be at a new time. We'll let y'all know when we find out. But until then, may y'all be good and go Grizz.
Go Grizz.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the No Bluffing podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. For comprehensive coverage of all things Memphis sports, head over to www.bluffcitymedia.co and find out how you can become an insider. We will see you back here next week.